Will what happened in Kansas this past week mean anything to next door Iowa? Well, both have been pretty Republican red lately, but nearly 6 in 10 voters in Kansas wanted the right to an abortion to remain a constitutional right. Well, Pew Research national survey last month showed this difference here. 62% of adults think abortion should remain legal in most or all cases. 8% think it should always be illegal. Obviously, I have some people in the middle there. So yes, Democratic strategist Liz Smith thinks what happened in Kansas could mean something in Iowa.
What it shows that is that even in a red state where that you would hardly say is socially liberal, that the GOP mainstream position now, which is banning abortion in all cases, is not a political winner, and that this issue motivates Democrats, moderates, and even some pro-life voters who just it doesn't sit right with them that politicians should be making decisions for healthcare decisions for women. And if you look at the ads that they ran there, it wasn't over the top political stuff, doom and gloom, saying that victims of rape and incest will have this taken away. The most effective messaging there was just that it is wrong to have politicians making these very private healthcare decisions for women. And if you are a Republican who believes in small government, this is something that goes fundamentally against your beliefs. And Democrats across the country should learn from the Kansas example.
If you look at what's happening in Iowa, you have a Democrat trying to beat a Republican governor, a Democrat trying to beat a longtime Republican senator with Kim Reynolds and Chuck Grassley here. The polls are showing each case it's an uphill climb here. Will abortion rights be enough of a driver to give Democrats a shot? Is it that simple, or are there too many factors working against them as you look at this from the outside?
It's tough. In Iowa as a state, I worked for Barack Obama in 2012. Iowa is a state that has trended very, very Republican in recent years. I don't know that Dobbs is going to be enough to put the Democrats, get them over the finish line there. I do think that it will animate Democratic voters, and it will help with Republican voters, moderate voters, independent voters who maybe would have been inclined to vote for the Republican in the race, but now see that this is really important. This is, in politics, we often talk about things being life or death issues. This actually is a life or death issue. And Democrats have the opportunity to talk about how high the stakes of this election are. And that, yes, while you are feeling pain from inflation, from higher gas prices, that there are some really existential things on the ballot. And it might be a boost to them, but you and I both know that Iowa is going to be a tough environment for Democrats this year.
So what's your recommendation to Democrats to discuss economic matters? Because you look at a lot of these polls, those economic matters still seem to be top of mind for a lot of voters here. So how do you help the Democratic candidates overcome this, oh my gosh, everything's so expensive right now, gas is coming back down, but inflation is still way too high, all that? How do you overcome that?
Well, first, it's to acknowledge the pain that most people feel. And as much as the Biden administration has been able to achieve, especially in recent weeks, it doesn't alleviate the pain that people feel at the pump, that they feel when they go to shop for groceries. So one, we've got to acknowledge the pain people feel. But two, we've got to make the choice clear. As Joe Biden has always said, don't compare me to the alternative, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. And so what is the alternative in this case? It is the Republican Party. And Democrats are trying to offer financial relief to American people. Republicans don't have a plan at all. And to the extent that they've weighed in on these issues, they have opposed every single effort in the House to offer more financial relief to the American people, whether it's on prescription drug prices, importing baby formula, you name it. And so to me, it's the Republican Party is trying to impose more misery on the American people for a very cynical reason. They know that the more pain families feel, the more pain voters feel, the more likely they are to take it out on the party in power. And they shouldn't be rewarded for that. And Democrats need to be screaming from the rooftop that, yes, I understand that nothing is perfect right now and that you are in a lot of pain, but the Republican Party isn't offering any alternative to make life better for you.
All right, she's back with the quick six, including what the media should and should not be talking about.